The FIFA World Cup always delivers unforgettable moments, and one of the most intriguing round of 32 clashes is Australia against Egypt. Before the referee blows the opening whistle, football fans around the globe are already debating which team has the edge. Based on recent performances, tactical discipline, squad balance, and tournament mentality, this prediction suggests that Australia could emerge with a convincing 2-0 victory over Egypt. Australia enters the match full of confidence after a strong group stage campaign. Their football has evolved significantly over recent years, combining physical strength with technical improvement. Instead of relying solely on long balls and defensive organization, the Socceroos now build attacks patiently while remaining dangerous on the counterattack. Egypt, meanwhile, arrives with plenty of confidence of its own. The Pharaohs possess experienced players capable of changing a game in an instant. Their disciplined defensive structure and quick transitions make them a difficult opponent for any nation. However, against Australia's relentless pressing and tactical flexibility, Egypt may struggle to create enough scoring opportunities. From the opening minutes, Australia is expected to control possession without taking unnecessary risks. Their midfield will attempt to dominate the center of the pitch, forcing Egypt to defend deeper than they would prefer. Australia understands that patience is crucial in knockout football, where one mistake can decide everything. Egypt's game plan will likely focus on staying compact, frustrating Australia's attackers and waiting for counterattacking opportunities. Their defensive line could remain organized for long periods, making it difficult for Australia to find spaces between the lines. During the first 20 minutes, Australia should create several promising chances. Their fullbacks will push high up the field, stretching Egypt's defensive block. Crosses into the penalty area and quick passing combinations could eventually force the Egyptian goalkeeper into multiple important saves. Despite Australia's pressure, Egypt will remain dangerous whenever they recover possession. Their quick wingers have the pace to exploit any defensive gaps, while their midfield will look for long passes behind Australia's back line. However, Australia's centre-backs are expected to read these situations well and prevent clear-cut chances. As the first half progresses, Australia's confidence should continue growing. Their pressing will force Egypt into misplaced passes, allowing Australia to recover possession in advanced areas. The breakthrough could finally arrive shortly before halftime. Following a well-worked passing move, Australia's midfield unlocks Egypt's defense with a perfectly timed through ball. The striker keeps his composure, rounds the goalkeeper, and calmly finishes into the bottom corner. Australia 1-0 Egypt. The stadium erupts as Australian supporters celebrate an important first goal. Egypt now faces a completely different challenge. Chasing the game against an organized Australian side will not be easy. The halftime team talks become extremely important. Australia's coach encourages his players to remain disciplined and avoid unnecessary mistakes. There is still 45 minutes to play, and knockout football can change instantly. Egypt's manager knows his team must become more aggressive. More players will join the attack, increasing pressure on Australia's defense. The second half begins with Egypt pushing forward in search of an equalizer. Their passing becomes quicker, and they commit additional numbers into attacking positions. For a brief spell, Australia is forced to defend deeper than expected. However, Australia's defensive organization remains exceptional. Every player works hard without possession. Midfielders track runners, defenders stay compact, and the goalkeeper commands the penalty area with confidence. Around the hour mark, Australia begins regaining control of possession. Instead of panicking under Egyptian pressure, they slow the tempo and recycle the ball intelligently. As Egypt commits more players forward, spaces begin opening behind their defense. This is exactly what Australia has been waiting for. A quick counterattack starts from midfield. 3 accurate passes completely eliminate Egypt's defensive structure. Australia's winger races down the left side before delivering a precise low cross into the box. The arriving forward finishes first time. Goal, Australia 2-0 Egypt. The second goal completely changes the atmosphere. Australia now controls both the scoreline and the rhythm of the match. Egypt continues fighting until the final whistle, showing determination and pride. But Australia's disciplined defending limits them to only a handful of half chances. The final 15 minutes become a tactical masterclass from Australia. Rather than chasing additional goals, they manage possession wisely, force Egypt to run without the ball, and reduce the overall tempo. Every clearance, every interception, and every successful pass increases Australia's confidence. Egypt never stops believing. Their supporters continue singing throughout the match, hoping for a dramatic comeback. The players continue pressing, but Australia's concentration never drops. As stoppage time begins, Australia remains composed. The referee checks his watch one final time before blowing the final whistle. Full time, Australia 2-0 Egypt. This predicted result reflects Australia's superior balance between attack and defense. While Egypt possesses quality individuals capable of producing moments of brilliance, Australia appears slightly stronger as a complete team. Several tactical factors explain this prediction. Australia's organized pressing limits Egypt's ability to build attacks. Australia's midfield controls possession and dictates the tempo. Defensive discipline prevents Egypt from creating high-quality chances. Fast counterattacks exploit the spaces left behind Egypt's advancing defenders. Clinical finishing allows Australia to capitalize on their best opportunities. One of the biggest strengths of Australia throughout this tournament has been teamwork. Every player understands their tactical responsibilities. Instead of relying on one superstar, they function as a united collective. Egypt deserves enormous respect for reaching the knockout stage. Their determination, fighting spirit, and defensive resilience make them one of Africa's strongest football nations. Even in defeat, they would demonstrate commitment until the very last second. If this prediction becomes reality, Australia would advance to the round of 16 full of confidence and momentum. Victories in knockout football often build belief that can carry a team much further than many experts expect. Football remains beautifully unpredictable, which is exactly why millions of supporters love the FIFA World Cup. One brilliant save, one defensive mistake, or one moment of individual magic can completely rewrite the story. For this prediction, however, Australia appears ready to take the next step. Predicted final score: Australia 2-0 Egypt. Player of the match: Australia's central midfielder for controlling possession, winning key duels, and creating the opening goal. What do you think? Will Australia secure a 2-0 victory, or can Egypt produce a World Cup upset? Share your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel for more FIFA World Cup predictions, tactical breakdowns, and football analysis. The FIFA World Cup always delivers unforgettable moments, and one of the most intriguing round of 32 clashes is Australia against Egypt. Before the referee blows the opening whistle, football fans around the globe are already debating which team has the edge. Based on recent performances, tactical discipline, squad balance, and tournament mentality, this prediction suggests that Australia could emerge with a convincing 2-0 victory over Egypt. Australia enters the match full of confidence after a strong group stage campaign. Their football has evolved significantly over recent years, combining physical strength with technical improvement. Instead of relying solely